Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to go over my experience in growing grass. More specific, I'm seeding fescue. The best time to seed fescue is September, second best is in March. My photos here show the progression from March and of the grass growing, and I stopped watering by the end of August. Those October photos are my grass growing without irrigation for almost 2 months. It's November right now and the grass is still green and growing strong. In today's video, I'm now going to grow grass in a different area, and I'm going to show myself seeding in September and the final results in November. So let's begin. So you want to first clean up the ground, and because the seed needs to have contact to the ground, so rake up all the leaves, nuts, branches, and so forth. So after the ground is cleaned, after you rake it and clean it and you remove all the twigs and leaves and thatch and so forth, you can see that it's very muddy. So the soil is now loose, and you want the seeds to be able to get in contact with the soil. However, on other areas, like right here, the soil is stiff, and the rake itself only will do some minor scratches on the surface. So now I need to tilt areas like this. I'm now going to comb it down, smooth out the landscape, and at the same time I'm also going to remove even more debris that I don't want, like grass that I don't want. Some of it's fine. I'll just pull them out in a second. Basically, this whole place will be combed down and has loose soil and very little debris or unwanted grass and weeds. You can still see that I have some weeds, grass, unwanted grass. For weeds, a lot of times you just wait until after the fescue or the grass has grown, then you treat the lawn. But at this point, you just want the grass to grow. So after the soil is prepped, next I'm going to add in limestone and fertilizer. And again, the limestone is for the pH, and fertilizer is to help stimulate the roots of the grass to grow deeper. So next step is to seed the lawn, and as I explained earlier, I'm going to use 3 different brands of seeds because it just makes a healthier and more resistant lawn. Now let's seed it. And after that's done, then you just rake the seeds gently one more time and just mix them into the soil. Now we need to add peat moss. Now peat moss is to keep the moisture in. It's again optional, but your rate of success will greatly increase if you do it. And again, you don't want it to be too thick. You just want to layer on top of it. It also helps prevent the birds too from seeing the seeds and picking it out. So after I've leveled the peat moss, I just set up the sprinkler, and I'm just going through a demo, making sure that the lawn is being sprayed evenly, and I set this up to water the lawn every morning, 2 hours before the sun comes out, and I set it to water for about 50 minutes, and I'll do this every single day for the next 2 months. You will see the grass grow, and if you don't see grass grow in about a month's time, something's not right. So it's exactly 2 months from I made the first video, and it's in mid-November now, and you can see the grass. I just had a first cut yesterday, so it should grow pretty well. So here is my simple lawn irrigation system. I have a 4-zone timer, and it worked great. I can set a complex schedule and water duration. Loved it. I used some Orbit rotating sprinklers for most general areas. I like it because it was easy to set up. Only issue is that it aims a bit high, but again, it's easy to set up and it has many different nozzle selections, so that was great. I have smaller rotating sprinklers for odd small areas that water can't get to easily. Finally, I also have the traditional impulse sprinklers for far distance with a wide radius. It's great water control. I can set the height and everything, and it's wonderful on that note, but it's also harder to set up, and you'll have to adjust it from time to time. So right here, additional notes. Just want to remind, other than grass needs soil and water, but also grass needs sun. So if you have a place that's overpopulated with trees, then you need to either reduce it or reduce the shades. In my particular area, I had 60 trees in a small lot, and I had to remove 32 trees. It was a lot of work, and I really didn't want to remove the trees, but I had to do that. I also trimmed back 10 trees, so it was a lot of prep work before I start growing grass. And again, I know I said this before, but the best time to seed fescue is September, and the second best time is March. Finally, one tip on slope areas that has a high seed washing away areas. So if there's a slope, water will wash away the seeds. It's a good idea to use a lawn barrow roller, or you can just simply walk over the seeds with a flip-flop. These are just my additional notes and tips.